So when the people drink whiskey, they drop a little bit water into the glass. What is the purpose to do that?
Sure. So there are several reasons why you might want to add whiskey to water rather to your whiskey. Firstly, whiskey is naturally a chemically quite tight liquid, and what I mean by that is if you looked under it at a microscope, the little atoms, the elements of it are all quite tightly held. Adding water to it breaks those bonds down, and we're not talking about a whole glass of water, we're talking more than a drop. When I see people adding 1 drop to a whiskey, I raise a bit of an eyebrow, but we're maybe talking about a teaspoon of water here. It allows those bonds to separate by mixing the water with the more viscous alcohol, and it gives sometimes more expressiveness, so it allows you to nose more, it releases, it unlocks some of the flavors. The other reason why you might want to add water to a whiskey is because of its alcoholic volume. So the general rule I have when I'm looking at any whiskey is if the ABV is over 40, I will add water to it to try. First of all, I'll try it neat, see what it's like at its natural strength or at the strength that it's been bottled by the producer. Then I will add water. But what I do find is certainly when you have things at cask strength, they're coming in at high 50s, 60s, perhaps even higher than that. What you are tasting is a lot of alcohol. So the reason to add water is not because it's so strong that I can't handle it as a human. It's because I want to taste the actual whiskey, but I want that balance between the alcohol, which brings with it texture, and it does help deliver the whiskey to you, but also I want the flavor and aroma that has been created during the production process. So that balance between water and alcohol is quite important. But again, it's personal. How much water do you add? It's a personal decision. I would just remember that you can always add more water, you can never take it away.